So, Stephen, you've asked me a question about how you deal with uncertainty and the anxiety of being uncertain about things in life as an entrepreneur, the fact that you haven't got a job or you haven't got that paycheck at the end of the month. How do you deal with that? And I think for me, there's three key things that I kind of really focus on. One is understanding your expectations of yourself, lowering your expectations in particular, because I think if you have your expectations too high on a certain deal, it's good to be confident, but if you have expectations too high and it doesn't work, it can affect you. It's like having expectations of a partner in a relationship. It's the same sort of thing. If you have your expectations way too high, if something bad happens, then it's going to affect you internally. And I think that's the first thing that you have to check with yourself. Deal with your expectations first. The second thing is your anxiety, is like being grateful. That's one way of dealing with your anxiety, because if you're grateful and the fact that you've got a roof over your head and food at the table, everything else becomes a bonus. Everything else then becomes it doesn't matter anymore, because the fact that you can still go home and have food and eat and be nice and warm, nothing else matters. And as long as you have that, all the other concerns, all the other struggles, they don't matter. Because it's business is tough. Nobody said it was going to be easy anyway. And the fact that you chose this entrepreneurial lifestyle and journey, you got to be ready for this. You got to turn into that diamond, as they say. Diamond doesn't become hard through, just by being a diamond. It goes through immense pressure, immense cutting, immense sort of like pressure for it to become a diamond. That's why diamonds are worth so much. So as an entrepreneur, if you really want to be worth so much, you have to go through that shaping and that cutting and that constant pressure for you to be able to be a great leader. So that's the second thing, is obviously, being grateful. One of the things for me is about balance in life, and I realized this. My anxiety rose as soon as I lived in London for 2 years. So my anxiety rose when I moved to London. I went there, I sat there, and I got depressed because I didn't have a balance, because all it is with London, it's a work, hustle lifestyle. There's a lot of people talking about hustle, but they don't realize as a young entrepreneur, it doesn't work for you. You start to feel lonely, you start to feel shit, you don't know how to deal with your problems, and you start to cave into yourself, into your room, and that's the problem. You need to have a balance of health, family, religion, all these other things. So for me, I've recently started to create a bit of balance in my life. I've started to focus on the things that matter to me, and so I can go home and switch off and not have to think about business. Because when you're overthinking and you're constantly on work mode, then that's all you think about. When you're thinking about your financing, because that's all you think about, you need to go enjoy yourself, and you don't need money to enjoy yourself. Sometimes it could just be a £2-3 coffee for you, and go sit somewhere and enjoy yourself. It's living that simplistic lifestyle and being comfortable with that simplistic lifestyle. Mark Zuckerberg is a great example. Bill Gates, they have a lot of money. They're one of the richest, there's some rich, amazing people, but they live a very simplistic lifestyle. He drives this shit car, or I think Mark Zuckerberg always wears the same type of clothes. Why do you think that is? Because they're not there to show off their lifestyle. They know they're successful. They know that within themselves, but they don't need to prove that to anyone. So for them, it's actually about living a simple life and being sensible with your spending. So on that note, for me, it's that element of just being comfortable. And I think if you can do those three things, you'll be in a much better position.